Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, Half and J family. Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yes.
It's your boy Half.
And your girl Jay.
And we back
With another reaction video.
All right, y'all. So Jay has some few things to say. We have reacted to a video. What was it called again?
But it's not just focused on the video. Like it's
Not just focused on the video, but it's about what's going on in the world.
Right.
That has something to do with the video, what was in the video.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well, the past two videos we did then.
Right.
If you want to do it that way.
Right. You know, so I'll let you open it up and, you know, kind of bring people up to speed as far as, you know, what's going on.
Okay. I know we all have the right to choose what we do with ourselves, with our life. I understand that. Because I really, you know, I would want people to support whatever I decide to do, or, you know, not have any backlash behind it. But we're not in a perfect world, and I know that. Mm-hmm. I am bothered by the fact that, like, falsehood is being worshipped in this world. Like, if you're just an average person like myself, I'm a biological woman, he's a biological male, we're average. We're average people. And say he transitioned to a woman and I transitioned into a man, our channel would do crazy views, crazy numbers like no other. Like we would be the king and queen, the king, I would be the king, he would be the queen of YouTube. Like we would rule YouTube, hands down. But being that I'm a woman, he's a man, like, it's like we don't mean too much, really. We don't, if you understand what I'm saying, like, I feel that when you transition, or if you're non-binary or gay, or if you're not heterosexual, you are going to be praised, worshiped. You're going to have the whole world fighting for you. You're not going to be canceled. You get to flaunt around, you know, your pride, and if you don't, you're just a bigot. You're nothing in this world today, pretty much.
So kind of explain to them, based off the video that we did, why you feel like the way you feel about that.
I'm upset because there are trans people, trans women, who are getting these high-end sponsorships, whereas they're getting big labels, huge companies, makeup brands, mind you, and they're receiving accolades for transitioning. How is that? Like, why are, like, you're giving an award for Woman of the Year because you transitioned from a man to a woman, but you're a Woman of the Year? Like, how does that work? Like, how does that work? Like,
and, you know, I would like to know, I'm sure Jay would like to know also, like, you know, because I'm a huge sports fan. You know, anybody that's been watching that channel knows I'm a huge sports fan. Basketball, football is my thing. I do baseball as well. I watch hockey and everything like that, but basketball, football is my thing. But I said that to say this. I feel like, when a man transitions into a woman, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, that's his own opinion, right? I respect it. But I don't think it's fair to the women in the sports world that's biologically a female. You know what I'm saying? And that's been putting in all this work, effort, training, mental, the whole 9 yards to get beat by a man.
Right.
Right. To get beat by a man. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. I think it's and like I said, I mean this with all due respect, but I think it's putting a damper on the game. It's not making the game fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? Because I think about my daughter who, will put in all this work and effort and time and, preparations and, to play this sport, this certain sport. Mm-hmm. But now you have this man that transitioned over to a woman that goes into the same sport, but dominates it though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And maybe the last 2-3 years, maybe this other woman been the dominant woman of that sport. You know what I'm saying? So by looking at it at that aspect, you have to say like it's unfair. Now I'm not knocking that they want to play sports because sports is a fun thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I love sports myself, so I get it. But just like how they made a women's WNBA, they can make one of their own leagues as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why they made a WNBA, because the women can't play with the men players.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? Why? Because the man is going to dominate that women's team. Period. No matter who you got over there on the women's team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have all the all-star women that's been playing on the USA Olympics, all that. Put them against like a LeBron James or Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, or you know what I'm saying? It's not fair.
It's not fair.
So
it's just absolutely not fair.
Yeah.
And we just finished a video on a school board that it was a school board meeting, and these books are are able to be checked out in the library at school in an elementary school, y'all. Kids are learning about this stuff. Kids are very curious. Kids are innocent. Kids shouldn't have to learn about none of this. Like how to
identify somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
And not knowing, it just causes more confusion, especially growing up. You go through puberty, you're figuring yourself out, and by reading these books, it's going to be like hard. Like, am I a male? Am I a female? Like, it's going to cause so much more confusion by having these books in schools and little kids reading this. You have to. I'm frustrated. I'm beyond frustrated because the wrong things are being praised and worshipped in this world. It's a falsehood. It's trickery.
And I have a 9-year-old myself. So that's one of the reasons why I feel some type of way, because, I don't think that my son has to, I should say, I shouldn't have to worry about my son going to school, rather, and picking up a book that's teaching something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if a parent wants to teach their child that's on their own personal time. Right. At home, in the comfort of their own home, things like that. I don't think that should be placed in schools to where us as parents don't have a say-so of what our kids are reading and learning in school. You know what I'm saying? That's where I think the line needs to be drawn at, because we're supposed to be the guardians of our child. You know what I'm saying? So if we're the guardians of our child, then we should be able to have a right to say, hey, you know, I want my son or daughter to learn this, or I don't want them to learn this.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we should have that choice and that voice to be able to speak on that and say that. Another thing that I feel, based off of the prior video that we watched with the Ben Shapiro, how literally like a man that did have no operation, no nothing, that can just literally go from, you know, dressing like a dude to where he want to go in the bathroom, put on the wig, makeup, eyeliner, all the little stuff, but then feel like he's a female and can walk into a woman's bathroom because now he's identifying himself as a female.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it real, and I know a lot of people ain't gonna like this when I say this though, but I don't think that's cool. Now I'm not saying I don't think that's cool as far as him dressing up how he want to dress up. That's fine. That's what he want to do. That's cool. But I don't think it's cool for him to be able to walk into
switch it on and off.
Yeah, to be able to walk into a woman's restroom just because now he feel like he's a woman now.
Feel like he's a woman, and
You know
then
what
when
I'm
he
saying?
wants to dress as a man, he go to a man's
he go to a
restroom.
man's restroom. I don't think that's not cool. That's not right to be able to do. It shouldn't happen that way. Because we all know we have some sick people in this world.
Yes.
It's not no secret. It's out there. We all know that. So based off of that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it makes it more easier for somebody to
do something like
to do something like
to
that.
do something bad to someone.
You know what I'm saying?
It makes you. He could be a straight man and just put on makeup, a dress, and identify as a woman and walk in a women's restroom and do whatever to a woman or a child.
Right.
Like, that's not cool.
Right.
I'm so tired of it being highlighted like it's like it has to be praiseworthy. It's not. And I'm not knocking the trans community, the gays, the non-binary. I'm not knocking that.
Right.
I'm just saying, why is it being praised? Like, why is it so like, oh my gosh, like, and we're considered bigots or, you know, for not agreeing. I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to agree with what you chose to do with yourself. I don't have to agree with it, but I'm going to respect you. I'm not going to praise you for it, though. I'm not giving you an award, a cookie, none of that. I'm not doing none of that.
It's kind of like how they be feeling like how, for to speak, how they say thugs, right? How they walk around with their pants sagging, you know, they butts hanging out, woo-to-wah band, right? A lot of people don't agree with that.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? They don't like that. They don't have to praise that. They don't have to. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they have to agree with what you're doing.
Right.
You feel me? So it's the same thing with this though. I don't have to agree. Listen. That's why I want to clear up for everybody because I don't want nobody to take nothing that we're saying.
But you already know they're gonna take it out of context.
If they do, they do. But
yeah,
but
fine.
what we're saying is what we're saying. You can't erase what we're saying.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? You can't erase this video what we're saying. So we have no problem whatsoever with the gay
your
community,
choice,
with the
your
trans
choice.
community, the LGBTQ community. No, none of that. One of my stepbrothers is gay. You understand what I'm saying? So, and me and him is real cool. So we don't have no issue with that. But what I'm saying is this, and he would even, my own stepbrother would tell you the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But when you start bringing confusion into the game, you know, more for these kids, not adults. Because adults are grown enough to understand the difference between the two. But when you're talking about kids is 8, 4 years old, 9 years old, these kids don't understand that.
They don't, and I have to point this out because I said it before, I believe. A man with a full-grown beard with makeup on, red lipstick, full beard like this, and eyeshadow, and that's confusion. That's confusing for a kid because my nephew, he's only 2. We were watching something on TV and he was just very confused about what was going on to where he had to look at me like, what am I looking at? Is this okay for me to look at? Like, just confused. It's teaching confusion. I saw it through my own 2-year-old nephew's eyes. Like, it's confusing. Like, but it's praiseworthy. Like,
and basically, it's just like, you know, like I say, we don't have no problem with it. Do what you do.
Yeah.
But I just think just do it respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Like just do it respectfully. Like if you see children around or something like that, that's all I'm saying. Like me personally, I can care less. Really, I really can. Like cause I do a whole lot of things that people don't agree with what I do. You know what I'm saying? I dress a certain type of way that people don't like the way I dress. Or I may do my hair a certain type of way they may not like, or whatever. So I get it, and I'm fine with that. But I do things respect. Like I'm not going to sit up here like if me and Jay is out on a little date or something like that, I'm not going to be, you know, doing anything that would disrespect somebody else that may be sitting at another table or may have a child with them or something like that. I ain't going to be sitting here slapping her butt or, you know, roping on her or something. You know, I'm not going to do that because it's disrespecting. You see what I'm saying? It's disrespecting you in public as a woman, but then it's disrespecting a kid, a child who's looking. Right?
Yeah. You know, that's I totally agree and I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just bothered by the fact that, like, these things are, like I said, it's being praised, and you know, you got a whole society who will attack you for feeling how we're feeling.
Yeah.
And it makes absolutely no sense. Like,
Right.
I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm not grasping it. I don't understand how, you know, us regular women, biological women, are not getting these sponsorships. I mean, we're getting them, but make it make sense for me. I just don't understand how awards are being given out for heroic acts because you decided to transition. I don't understand it. I'm not getting it.
You get invited to a White House to have a conversation with the president about sterilizing women, right? Is that what they said? Sterilizing or sterilizing men or women or something like that, right?
I believe so.
Something like that. Yeah. I can't remember. But it's a video that we put out there. Y'all can go watch it. But
it's frustrating to me just to know, like, the world is headed in a different direction than where I'm headed, because I don't want to follow that direction. I don't. I'm gonna give respect. I'm still gonna give you the same love. I'm just bothered by how society is and what's considered cool. It's not cool to me at all. It's not cool.
Right.
It's just not cool to. It's not cool.
Yeah.
Period.
So we just wanted to get on here trying to clear some things up. Doing videos like this, doing what we do, a lot of people sometimes would agree with you, but then you go have the ones that's out there that understands where you're coming from, and they're not going to take the things out of context. Mm-hmm. Which I know a few people will take this video out of context, but it's all
saying
good.
We're bashing the gay, and
right? But
the
if you really watch the video and listen to what we're saying, we don't have no problem with the trans community. We have no problem with that. What we have a problem with is teaching it and making it seem like
it's the cool thing to do. Like,
that is heroic. That's what we're saying. Like, it's not heroic.
It's not.
It's your business. Mm-hmm. I 100%.
And these are our opinions.
Right.
Yes, these are our opinions, and we are entitled to it. Mm-hmm. I don't care who gets mad, because it's trickery to me. Mm-hmm. It's trickery to a lot of people. It's men that's getting tricked into dating what they think is a straight woman.
Right.
But come to find out, this person was born a male, and then getting put on blast on social media for for being gay. Mm-hmm. That's not cool. Like, things like that are not cool to me.
Right. And especially
I don't
when you're not
respect
identifying yourself, though. Especially when you don't identify yourself to the other person.
Of course, that's trickery.
That's what I'm saying. But
you're tricking people, and then putting them on blast after you know, maybe they kissed or held hands, or, you know, they didn't take it to that next level to where he knew that there was a something down there.
Right.
Like, I'm tired of it. And I'm just not one that's going to praise it. Like, I'm not. Like, like I said, you're not getting an award for me for it. You're not getting a cookie. Like, that's just not me. That's just, I love humans at the end of the day. What you do is your choice, but I'm not going to praise it. Period, point blank. We can be friends. We could hang out, but I'm just going to tell you my truth, and that's just how it's going to be. Like, hey.
All right, so that's gonna be the wrap of this video.
Yeah.
Again, we love y'all.
Yes, we do. This is another venting video.
Right. Hope y'all keep rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? And
those of you who don't, you know, this is just how I feel. Like, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for, you know, listening and watching us. Forever, how long you've been watching us and don't agree with what we're saying, but, you know, we love you. We still love you, and we thank you for being on this journey with us.
And we'll catch y'all in the next reaction video.
Yes. Peace.